Hello, my name's Fyer-Huné. This is Five Films, and I have the lovely Samuel Kelly here, who is in every single industry, acting, author, and a producer. So, would you like to introduce yourself, Sam?
Yes, of course. I'm Samuel Kelly. Thank you. I'm a producer. I've been acting for a long time now and producing stuff, and I also own my own company called Future Prediction Films. So yeah, I do like to um, bounce around in different industries. I believe in different streams and different opportunities. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do. You've ticked off all the boxes there. You have. That's brilliant. So, how did you get into all the stuff that you're doing at the moment?
I started acting first. That was like basically it was just a love of it, to be honest. I enjoy acting. I attended a few screenings with like Universal and Paramount, and from that day, I was addicted to film itself. So I decided this is what I wanted to do, and this is the path I wanted to go on. So from that developed into something else. That developed into producing, making my own films, writing with people, and then I decided, you know what, let me go a little bit more further, and I opened up my own company.
Wow. So it literally all started at acting, and then you've moved up, and well, now do you still do acting now?
Yeah, I do. I still do acting.
You still do absolutely all of it, all at once.
All
Wow.
of it. All
I
of
didn't say
it.
make up multitask, but you definitely tick them boxes. So, um, how old were you when this journey happened? Like, did it happen as a young age or older in your life? Yeah, just tell us that.
Acting was more later. Like 18. Yeah, I started acting. I don't know why I didn't realize it before. You know, like in school when I was younger, I did drama school, so like I was heavily into it. Like I wasn't really heavily into it. You know what I mean? I did plays. My first play was Grease. I played I played Johnny Casino. So
Uh,
yeah, so it was just one of them things that yeah, I didn't see it at the start, but eventually what happens, like you don't see it at the start, and eventually you just build it into it. Older, or some people start younger, some people start at 18, some people start at 36. You never know. It's just a universal thing. I believe in everything happens for a reason.
exactly. That's definitely because 18 is a good age as well, I think, to start acting because you're mature, you know what you're getting yourself into, sort of, and stuff. So I think that's a really good age to start. So, what has been like the best part of this journey that's got you to this point now with producing, acting, and being an author? Like, so what's been that big highlight for you?
Um, the opportunities, like it's endless. You know, meeting people, speaking with people, working with people, and also having the ability to create opportunities for other people. That has really basically opened my eyes to this industry, because uh, people think from the outside it's a big industry, but it's not really. It's a very tiny industry, and people. And the thing is, you'll see that everyone treats everyone a certain way. It's all about respect, and that basically opened my eyes to just going deeper into it and working with people and using social media giants like LinkedIn as my like platform, and branching out. And also, like, you never know who you're going to be working with tomorrow. It's endless. It's really endless.
Amazing. I bet you've had some right characters, and I bet it makes that you have to work in different ways and makes you really flexible.
Yes, of course, you got to be very flexible. It's not about doing one thing. See, this industry is a business, so it's not all about doing one thing. That's why I have multi streams of income coming from all sorts of places. You know, so like it's all about learning, because you never know when someone's going to ask you to do something. I hate saying I can't do it.
Yeah, no, no, no. I'm the same. So, and have you taught yourself just to get over them, like the I can't do it.
Yeah, I
It
have.
yeah, that's really, really good. Like, how do you do that though? Like, so for someone young like me, like, how is it just through research that you've been able to do it, or is it just like asking outwardly and be like, I don't know how to do this. Can you just teach me? Like,
Yeah.
what's the best way for people to do that?
I'm guessing it's just you need to have an interest in extending your resume, your skills. Like some people, it's all down to concentration. You know what I mean? What do you want to get out of it? You got to see it as a bigger goal. On terms of you got to see everything you're doing is leading to something.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's a pattern here. You know, so like if you're doing movies, if you're doing if you're doing film, like maybe you learn how to make websites, because then you know that you can utilize that in your own website, and you won't have to pay someone to do it, where you can do it yourself, and then people can pay for your services, but you're practicing with that person. Then you can eventually you put it back into your website and you grow from there. You know what I mean? Everything is plays a vital a key in your in your basically in your dream. You know, like everything around you. Oh, that's an opportunity. Oh, that's an opportunity. Oh, yeah. I understand. That's an opportunity. And then you add it all together. And then you got a massive goal to complete. Once you complete that, you never know these things. They happen unconsciously. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
skill work is really good. Like learning lots of things. I love to learn. I love to learn quite a few things and the thing is you can do it now because YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is brilliant. And there's tutorials, there's everything. So yeah, you've really motivated me there. I'm not even joking. I was like, yes, this is what people need to hear, that everything links together. Like even if it looks little, that little something will make it bigger. No, that's brilliant. So I hate turning on its head and being putting a negative side to it. But what's been the main hurdle of being in the huge, but the huge amount of stuff that you do? What's been the hurdles with it?
Adapting to this industry very at start it's really hard, you know, because in this industry is who you know. You got to work extremely hard. Like literally, it's not. There's a saying that it doesn't happen. If it happens too easy, it's gonna get harder. If it happens harder, it's gonna get easy. So I'm saying in this industry you got to fail. Like you got to jump into jump into like the lion's den, to be honest. And that's what separates an entrepreneur, someone that's eager to learn and win, and they know they're going to fail, than someone that thinks it's going to come easy for them all the time. Because in this industry, it's about stories. That person, you've probably realized that a percentage of successful people have a story. And that's what makes them as a body, you know what I mean? But at the start, it was really hard because you have to find your story. And this is where, at the start, it gets difficult, you see?
Mm-hmm.
You have to find your path. You know what I mean? You can't follow someone's path. Someone can advise you to a certain degree, but you need to find how you're going to get to that path, because every path is something different. There's a remedy, but there's something different on that. You may do something, that person may do something. So finding your path for me at the start it was kind of difficult. Yeah.
And how did you get through that then?
Learning. You know what I mean? Like learning, making mistakes, and like literally putting myself in the industry itself, and tearing away my ego. My ego. You have to throw away your ego, because at the end of the day, in this industry, it's all about preparation, and your ego can get in the way. Like if you're working with someone big, that ego way you have to throw it away, to be honest, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work for you at all. You can be confident, but what I needed to do to get to where I was, to throw my ego away, my egotistic ways. I needed to draw back a little bit and actually find myself before I could go back into the industry. And then what happens? You find that you adapt more, because then in this industry you're a baby.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You're a baby.
I have really noticed that wherever you are, like I got a first class degree, which sounded so good at uni. You leave uni and you're like, you literally feel like a newborn baby.
It's true.
and then all the big dogs are looking at you and you're like, oh man, it's terrifying. But it's like at the same time, like, it's good because you can't always be good at everything. And and if you're at the top of the tree, like you said, it gets harder. You've got to, I prefer starting as failure and working my way up, like you were saying, then. So yeah, that's just, it's so true. So true. You are a baby. So my next question is, I was going to do what were your personal aims, but right now I feel like, what are your personal aims now? Now that you are pretty peak in what you do, like you are top now in everything. Like you've got your own company and you still act and you've done really, really good stuff with it. So what are your personal aims and goals now then?
To work with as many people as possible, you know. So to what's the word? To make connection with the right people, you know. I want to work on building bigger goals, you know, and bigger, like, because like you can't stay on the same goals forever. You can't stay in the same goals. So working with different people, like, I'm not scared to adapt and scared to like I said, to jump in the lines then, you know. So my goals is to work with some, like, literally I've got some incredible goals, to be honest, like some high class goals. And even today I think to myself, when did you think about that?
Oh
You know
man,
what I mean? So I want to end, you know what I mean? When did you think about that? Oh my gosh, what are you see what I'm saying? So I'm in a battle of my mind sometimes. I've got this thing going on. My mind constantly works, like, literally, like. And the thing is, when someone says, when I'm listening to a conversation and someone's talking about media base and they say, oh, how do I get here? And I think to myself, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I do want to work with Spike Lee. What? I do want to work with Spielberg. You know what I mean? That's my mindset. That is my mindset, you know. So, and the thing is, like, we're always close to our goals. We're always close. It doesn't matter what you do, you're always close if you've got that mentality. So to extend my goals and make them more scary, that's, if you understand what I'm trying to say. I want
bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I want to be afraid of my goals, because once you're afraid of your goals, you know you're getting somewhere.
I really like that. That is, yes. That's almost like a really good tattoo, because that is brilliant. So, going on to, obviously, because how I introduced you, I said you're a producer, you've got your own company, author and actor. What is your favourite role? If I know that's probably a very hard thing to say, but which one is probably your favourite one?
In acting or producing?
In anything, like, out of all the stuff that you do, what would be your favourite that you really enjoy putting your time into more than the others?
I like acting.
Yeah.
I really enjoy acting. I like improvising into different characters, you know. So like, the chance you get a chance to play your school, your like, probably your school dream or something like that, or you get a chance to play that teenage boy, or it could be you get a chance to play like an officer of the law. It's endless. I really love acting. Like, the opportunities are endless, to be honest. I love getting into character. And the thing is about acting, I do love working with actors and actresses that on the top peak of their game, and they know. And the thing is, they help you. They know that you're struggling, and that's the thing about the industry. It's more about there's this piece of love there in the middle of it, you know, of the hype. But I do love acting. It satisfies all of my needs, to be honest. I mean, so yeah, acting is really good. It can get emotional, especially with the right role.
Yeah, because I bet it's hard not to. Well, I know obviously there's like the method acting and stuff, becoming the actor, and because you play it probably every single day for such a long time, I bet it's sometimes hard to forget who you are because you're being that character. But I'm guessing that as an actor, you train yourself and stuff, but becoming that character must be quite extraordinary.
Yes, of course. Yes.
So when you do your producing, do you have a certain style going now into producing?
I think I'm not. My style is very normal. Like, there's no. I tend to not to not overthink my producing.
Mm.
If you understand what I mean, I tend to not put over exaggerate it or do this and do that. I'm more with like, especially in my crew, like with the crew. I'm very I know what I want, and I know the thing is some people take long to prepare a film and all that. I tend to start with shorts first just to test out the waters, and then I go into feature films. Pretty easy. But I tend to 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 basically lay that platform. So when I'm working with someone, they know exactly what I want and what I don't. So it's more about focusing on the key ingredients in every movie I've done. It's all about taking what maybe Spielberg has done as a starter, and then just adding my own twist to it, so it comes off as natural as possible, because you're going like, again, you're going to fail, but then you're going to take them failures and you're going to add it in the film, and it does water the film and make it feel more natural and more organic. Yeah.
No, I definitely understand that, because some people try to make it too fancy, too artistic, and then they lose it. But by you being structured and having it laid out and thinking to myself, okay, I'll keep it simple, then add a bit of flair, it just makes it work a bit better. Because I do feel like a lot of producers just put all their eggs in one basket and then anything can happen. That is, but no, it sounds like you've got really, really, really good structure, and it works well for you, and you're comfortable with it, and you've got a good crew that sound like they're comfortable around, so everything's working for you. So I've already asked half of these questions about even knowing. Like, the next one says, what do you like about acting? We've done that one.
I know, really.
So this would be a good one for people out there who are looking at you now and going, oh, I want to be him and stuff. So what resources do you think helped you that could help others out there?
Social media. Also utilizing what is out there, like Spotlight. All the monologue websites, that really helped me. And also, like, not being afraid to go, like, I know this stigma about you have to be a trained actor. It's not always my first opportunity, I wasn't trained, so I'm guessing there's a saying, if the camera loves you, you know what I mean, what can you do, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get me wrong, I went to Identity School of Acting, so that's where I studied. But before I studied at Identity School of Acting, I was doing little bits before that, so don't be afraid to, like, just go for it. Like, like, we live once, you know what I mean? Like, don't be trapped in a cycle, because if you're trapped, and the thing is, like, if you're trapped and say, oh, you need to go to this, I can't afford money to go to university, I can't afford money to go to acting school, that traps you in a box, A lot
of people who do that. I've got a couple of friends who are like, oh, well, I didn't go RADA, or I can't go this because of money, I'll have to move down London. But it shows that even though you did at the end go to a school, you didn't start off like that. And some people I do think some people are just born that they need to act. And these people can't always afford to go to these places and stuff. So it is just about, you go, bite that bullet, come on, just do it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You got to bite the bullet. Don't be scared about it. Just go for it. Okay? I believe. Go and do it.
Just do it. I totally agree with you. People just, I mean, sometimes I think I do it too much, because I'm like, oh, I'll go and do it. And I'm like, oh, I probably should have thought about that a little bit. So don't be me, though. That's too much. So now, taking it back to what we're in the state right now with COVID, how are you coping with isolation? Because you sound like a proper busy boy. And obviously the going out, I don't know if that made any difference to you or not.
You're right, Lee. I really don't. It doesn't bother me, to be honest. I'm usually locked in my house. If I turn my camera around, you see lights everywhere. To be honest, I tend to. I've got this fascination of being prepared.
Mm.
I think it's Will Smith's quote. If you're ready, you don't need to get ready. So when people are complaining about they don't have this and that, I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is the reason. Oh, Samuel, this is the reason why you're getting prepared. You know what I'm saying? So because I've got all the equipment in my house, you know, like so I've got my lights, I've got my cameras, I've got my if I do voiceovers, I've got my microphone, I've got everything. See, it's an investment well spent, you know. So with the COVID-19 and the situation that's happening now, I'm not saying it doesn't bother me. I'm saying that I'm well adjusted to it.
Mm.
So being in isolation, as an actor and entrepreneur, most of the time you're going to be working from home.
So
I don't work in an office. I work from home. You know, like my clients, most of the people I'm working with, they work from home. You know, and so you're ready. You're ready for. You're ready. I know it's bad. You're ready for this. You're ready for stuff like this. You know what I mean? So when it happens, you know that you need to stock up. You need to what's called. But I wake up and I just work. And I can't tell you how when I've taken a break. I'm constantly working. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, when I've messaged you, you've messaged different times a day, Saturday, Sunday, everything. And I'm like, yeah, he's working hard. So, what if you could give one piece of advice?
Yeah.
What would it be to someone like myself, or everyone like me, sort of like being a graduate or a student and stuff? So, what would you say to them?
Don't think too hard about it and keep working hard. Plan your journey really well and do what you do. You know what I mean? Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about people, what they say. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're not making it for them.
No, you're making it for
I
you.
mean, do what you do because don't be stuck in a box. You're unique for a reason. You're here for a reason. I see entrepreneurs being unique for a reason, you know. To
Mm.
society, they're really important. So like don't listen to what people say. Yeah, take criticism. Yeah, of course. But then you don't really need to take criticism from people that you never ask advice from. That's one thing. I think that I don't know if that was Samuel Jackson that said that. Why am I going to take criticism from someone that I wouldn't ask advice from? You see what I'm saying?
Well
And
said.
that's the thing. That's the thing. If you ask advice from them, then you take criticism. But don't be afraid to say, "Sorry, mate. I'm not taking criticism for you because I wouldn't ask for advice, and your journey is not my journey." You know, so
Mm-hmm.
it's all about being brave enough to be confident. There's a middle ground. Be confident and know yourself really well. So no one can like literally someone can come up to you and say, "Oh, what do you do?" "Oh, I'm an actress." "Oh, where would you work?" You know exactly what you're doing and you're ready because that shows hunger. Be
Mm-hmm.
be hungry, like, and be ready. Like Will said, be real ready. Because when you're ready, no one can stop you. That's how it is. That's how it works. That's me.
I was gonna say that is definitely you. No one's stopping you.
Be ready, you know, like and study everything. Study everything, not just your craft. Study everything in life.
Mm.
Utilize life skills because in like I said again, in this industry, it's business. It's a business. So utilize life skills which will help you adjust to whatever circumstance. Yeah.
Well, this leads on pretty well to my final question, which is, so what are your plans now? Have you
Ooh,
got anything in the pipeline or any events or films? I know you might not be able to give all details of for obvious reasons, but what's
I
your
can't
finger right now?
I can't say nothing because I've signed the NDA. So
Oh, God damn.
Like that. So, but I'm working. I can tell you, like, I'm working on the feature film for my on my side. I'm working on the feature film for my my short film now. So I'm working on that, and then I'm working on a few other things, big things in the pipeline. So
Wow. Oh, I'm excited now.
exciting. I wish I could, but that end date. See, when you sign it, you sign it.
Okay, I understand. And you've also, I'll just touch on it quickly, but you've also released a book. Do you want to
Yes,
have a little bit of a chat about that?
yes, of course.
Yeah.
My book, it's called Turning Point. It's about my life, how I survived stage 4 cancer, and also how I survived homelessness. So it's a double whammy.
I did not know that.
See what I'm saying? It tells the story of a kid that didn't fit in because at school I was dyslexic, so I
Same.
didn't adjust. You see what I'm saying? I didn't adjust to in society how people wanted me to, and it was kind of hard because I used to daydream a lot, and so what I've done is added it in a book so I could help other people come in the open and say, oh, I'm proud of being dyslexic. I'm proud of that I've gone. And also the reason why I was touching on failure, because it does heavily show you that I failed. I failed in life before I got to a certain point. So it was just a thing that I thought to myself, I'm going to write an autobiography just so people know who I am, who Samuel is, what he's been up to, because it's good doing this and that, but there's nothing to say that, oh, you've done that, so people can relate to you well. And that's what being an author is to me. Like, adding that onto my collection is so people can relate to what I've done. So it makes it easier when I tell them, they can actually read it too. Yep.
Wow. Where can we get this book?
You can get it on Amazon now. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. So it's available on Amazon. I think the ebook and the paperback's available now on Amazon.
Wow.
And I think it's in America too. Like, a lot of indie shops in America. It should be in libraries soon. So, yeah.
Oh, well done about that. That sounds amazing. I think luckily I've just finished a book that I was reading, so I've got one next in line. That sounds brilliant. And yeah, it sounds like a book with lots of turns and stuff, and emotional, but also I bet at the end it shows the starting at the low, coming to the high and
Yes,
stuff.
it
So
does. It does. There's a peak where it gets exciting at the end. I'm not always going to add not the full book. I don't want it to be too emotional. You know, like, I want people to feel emotional, but then eventually get happy.
yeah. Well, that's what life's like, isn't it? So that's brilliant.
Indeed. It is indeed.
Well, that's all my questions done, Sam, unless you wanted to add anything else in.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Continue being a winner.
Yes, yes, continue to be a winner. That was just what we all needed. If you're a winner, everyone's a winner. So
Yes.
that was I love it. But thank you so much, Sam, for your time, because I know that you are so busy, so busy, and I think like people are going to love this and very inspirational. And you've got me motivated, and if I feel like that, I know that there's people out there who are going to feel exactly the same. So I just want to thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're totally welcome. Anytime. I'm always here. Just message me anytime. We'll chat. I'm here. Yeah, but it was great talking with you. It's great talking with you.